Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Chris back with another episode of Skyrim Creations. Now, previous video we looked at the basic structure of our Riverwood Trader. Now, I'm glad to report that it is now completed in all its entirety. Everything is done and I hope you guys enjoyed. I would also like to thank everybody for their feedback on the last video. It was greatly received and I'm so thankful for it. It was amazing. It really was. And I would also appreciate your feedback on this video if you can. It is great. Now, what have we done with our new model? And also, before we go inside, I'd like to tell you guys that there will be a comparison screenshots of both the in-game Riverwood Trader and the Minecraft Trader at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that, and you will see it's quite similar in some aspects, and I'm really happy with how it's gone. So what have we done? Well, we've added some wooden footpaths along the front here. Now, obviously in the game, this goes all across Riverwood. However, you know, we haven't got Riverwood here. We've just got hills and mountains. So we've just put it for the building at the moment. Oh, an apple. Very nice apple. Alright, so what have we done? Well, we've replaced our moss blocks with these vines up here, and I thought it looked a lot better than the moss. The moss on this texture pack looked a bit like green fuzz, and I wasn't exactly happy with it, so I used vines, and I'm extremely happy with how that's gone. It looks great. I've also added trees on the front here and on the other end, and that just adds to the more natural look of what the Riverwood Trader looks like, and I was really happy with how that turned out. Now, these are dispensers, surprisingly. Now, they replace the in-game barrels, as obviously Minecraft doesn't have any barrels. Now, if you look inside of them, we have apples, and in the game, they actually contain apples, about 5 and 5 each. So I thought it'd be nice to, keep that consistency there. We've also got a cauldron here and a block of wood. Now, if you see this along within the model quite a few times, they are representing planks of wood within the game. Now, of course, in Skyrim, you can chop wood, and it's great. Now, these are rock structures around here, and I've tried to make them look as natural as possible. I hope it's come out well. I'm quite happy with how it looks, and I think it looks very nice. Another tree here, as you can see, it looks lovely. And I've also added some grass onto our already Minecraft grass, because I thought it needed a little extra detail there. It looked a bit too clean. Once again, we have the vines on the back here, once again, with the shrubbery, and another plank of wood collection, which is at the back of the building. Another rock formation here, and the rocky footpath. Now, if you take this exit of the Riverwood Trader, you will find that it goes into this gravelly, rocky type of path up to some houses. Unfortunately, gravel looked pretty crap on this texture pack, so I avoided using gravel. I just stuck, rocks here and there, and I think it went really well. So we'll take a look first at the top level of our trade. I'm really happy. Now, once again, we have our 2 dispensers here, each containing 5 apples, which you will find is in the game as well, which I'm very happy with. Now, if we close the door along here, we will see the upstairs, I suppose, living quarters of this family. Now, we've got the dinner table here. I know the chairs are normally on this side in the game, however, there wasn't enough room, so I thought, they don't mind if it's shifted along, no one really cares too much. It is a shelf along here with a chimney, which we will look at later when we get down to the second level from below. Now, there are 2 beds here once again, and we have our possessions in there. They only wear boots, these people. They don't wear much else. And we also have out their work uniforms and some leather that they use in there every day. Jibber jabber talking with the dragonborn and everything. Now, this is a lantern. Now, you have to use your imagination a bit. I want it to look like the Skyrim lanterns, which they have about the 4 torches coming off each end. However, torches don't come off the sides, which made me a bit sad. So I just put a glowstone block underneath, and I thought that looked pretty good. A bedside table here, and another bed, and also private possessions. And this guy doesn't own anything because he's, fat and stupid. Now, these are meant to be deer heads, and I couldn't find any pictures that really resembled animals. So I stuck with the skulls and the hooks, and I think that worked out pretty well. Now, previous video I spoke about how the glowstone was used here because it looked like the windows in-game. I've changed it back to the normal glass. I just think it looks better, and you can see outside, and I really do appreciate just the look of the glass. I think it looks really good. It's very nicely done, and I like the texture pack. It is great. Over here, once again, this is meant to be a deer hide, I think. No, it's a fish picture. However, I couldn't find any fish pictures in Skyrim, so I just stuck with a good old landscape picture, and that worked out quite well. And in here we just have some rare diamonds, which everyone must have in their life, and some watermelon, and that's what you keep in dispensers. It's just what happens. Now, I thought this would do a really nice image of Skyrim. However, you sort of have to turn your head a bit, and it sort of looks like it. However, in game it's actually a deer hide or a cow hide, so Imagination needs to be used when we take these tours, guys. Now, when we come down, we will see we have changed our dirt floor with a nice broken brick stone, and I really, really like that. To the left of the stairs here, once again, we just have our planks of wood, which we have used different types of wood. And on the back here, we have our shells, which, you know, could be used for storing your potions, etc., etc. We have another lamp over here, and you can see the glowstone is actually in the ground, and that works out really well. We have over here our fireplace. Now, this has caused me a bit of trouble because originally it was setting everything on fire, and this is an entire, you know, wooden house, and I had to act fairly quickly so my, you know, X amount of hours spent weren't completely wasted, and luckily they weren't, so I was really, really happy with how that went. All it is really is just some netherrack at the bottom there, with some stone covering around it to, you know, make sure nothing catches on fire, and it looks really, really nice, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. It's amazing. Now, this is just where the people would sit with their little food in the game, and that works out quite well. You know, the typical chair and a little table, and I think it works great. Now, the second half of our lower level is the shop front, of course. We have fresh fruit up here in the game. There, you know, rabbits and fish hanging on the walls. Unfortunately, I couldn't, you know, find some rabbits in Minecraft and hang them up, so I just stuck with watermelons, which look really nice. And I put this little wooden trunk here to make it sort of look like it's growing on the inside, and I think that works really well once again. And also, you've got here, for service, please ring bell, and you could just, you know, hit one of the pressure plates if you wanted to. Now, we'll go along here. We've also got employees only and the Dragonborn, because Dragonborn can do whatever the damn he wants, because he's Dragonborn. We have another lamp on the side here, which I really like how it's sort of in the building. It looks just amazing. It's great. And we've also got here, in case of robbery, call Dragonborn on Fuzrodar. You've got to love the internet memes. It's just beautiful. And also here we have our cookies, and they're diet cookies, because, you know, we're all concerned about our weight, and 50 for $20. I don't even know if we have 50. Yes, we do have 50. There you go. So you can actually buy cookies if you really wanted to. Skyrim has cookies. You just have to look hard enough. Now, on the other one here, we have our potions, 3 for $5 or 2 for $4, and we also have our food and our cooked meat on the side. They're all, you know, collections of potions. There is a crafting table here, and also personal items of many, many golds and diamonds and swords and everything. It's just amazing. We also have here, not for sale, do not steal, guards are on call, and, you know, you could call the guards with your Fuzrodar if you really wanted to. Also, we've put a little anti-robbery mechanism, so you can hit it down and an arrow will shoot out, killing anyone inside, because arrows really rare in Minecraft, surprisingly. So that's all right. Well, that's if you don't build them, of course. So outside, guys, I think that may be everything for our tour of the Riverwood Trader. There hasn't been not much changing regarding the roof. It is still the little curve, and I'm still really, really happy with how that has turned out. I think it just looks great, and we've just made some more excavation changes to the side of the building here, so that looks really, really nice. Overall, guys, I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I think it is amazing, and I'd like to thank you all for your feedback. There will be another episode of Skyrim Creations in the next few days, expected about 3, and that will be covering another structure, which is famous in Windhelm. Well, not Windhelm, in Whiterun. There you go, I'm getting my towns mixed up. Well, until then, guys, I thank you for all your support. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you would like to see more of these Skyrim creations. And if you have any ideas for possible creations, please leave them in the comment. I would love to hear from you all. Thank you for watching, guys. My name is Mr. Chris. Goodbye.